Well, hello there.
Whoa there! All right, guys, got Camo and Toothless out here, Cuivre River State Park. Getting ready to go out here for the weekend and have a good time. Only a little bit of rain coming to us.
Just a little.
90% of the weekend covered with rain, but it's gonna be all right. We're gonna have a good time. We got our
Libations?
for the weekend. I guys got Camo and Toothless out here at Cuivre River State Park for a backpacking weekend, staying Friday and Saturday night here in Troy, Missouri.
High of 50s, low 30s. Rain, for sure.
This is all scripted. Hi guys, got Camo and Toothless out here at Cuivre River State Park in Troy, Missouri for a weekend of backpacking and having fun. We've got highs in the 50s, lows in the 30s overnight. Rain for most of the weekend with thunderstorms rolling through Saturday afternoon. Rain most of the weekend, thunderstorms on Saturday. We are heading out to the pavilion at
Shady
80
Yep.
Lake.
Shady 80 Pavilion.
Shady 80 Pavilion. And probably spend most of our time there having a good time. Join us, and it's going to be fun.
It will be.
Or whatever.
So much fun.
Cheers, Grandpa Nick.
Good idea. Any thoughts or anything?
Any
Deep thoughts with
deep thoughts? With what?
Deep thoughts with Toothless?
Deep thoughts with Toothless. No, I don't have any deep thoughts. Just glad you guys city for a minute. Come out here and reset for a little, wow, failed on that sentence. Let's go out here and reset. Enjoy the quiet. It's supposed to rain most of the evening. I'm looking forward to sleeping in the rain.
I'm kind of thinking the fire's going to be out of the question.
It's pretty wet out here. I don't know that we're going to find wood that's going to burn. I mean, eventually I think we would, but getting it going.
Nice, with too much work.
Yeah. I think I'm bundled up. We'll be fine. Which underquilt you bring?
Huh?
Which underquilt did you bring?
I brought my hammock gear, incubator 20. I should be fine.
Yeah, I brought my Costco quilt, underquilt, with the with one additional liner.
We'll have to go over that one too.
Yeah. And that's one I'm going to redo on camera. For everybody.
Yep.
I mean, I have a problem with my glasses on the trail
There's a squirrel.
where I'm fine with steps and everything else, but on the trail I get motion sickness.
Oh yeah, 'cause everything's so clear.
Well, that and the lower section, because they're the transition lenses, the lower section is magnified. So as things come to my feet, I don't know. I guess that's it anyway. I don't have a problem on steps. What's that?
Hashtag old guy problem.
Yeah.
I'll drink to that. This was our closest water source. How's that?
Other than the lake.
Lake.
Oh God. I'm gonna bust my ass.
Wee. Hashtag lumberjack.
And if I had,
If only you had a stick.
if only I had a stick. I could have done that too.
Forgot why I hate hiking. This is it.
Yeah. We have nearly made it. Good thing. Trail cylinders are gone. There's a new table.
Oh wow, nice.
This is where we were when the gardener made a broom
I think I recorded that.
to sweep the deck. I know we have a picture of it at least.
Yeah, there's some yuccas. Oop, I hit my goal.
All right, I hit mine on the way here.
Ah.
Yeah, last time we were here, I don't know if you guys can see it in this light, on the rafters of the roof, there were bats hiding up there. I wouldn't expect them to be out. We'll show you when camp gets set up.
Camp.
Camp.
This stuff is great. Got creamer and sugar built in already. Take 2 of these to the pack. Good morning. We survived the night, obviously. A little damp and breezy, but I think got down to maybe 38. Not too bad. Toothless is nursing a little bit of hangover from the libations last night. Pretty cool place. This is like one of the little spur trails that leads you up to. This is a Shady Lake. That slept pretty good. We made some modifications to my my hammock. Put in a venting system on the top. I also found that I needed to attach my underquilt to my ridgeline to suck it up against the hammock a little bit better. I notice it's drooping down because I'm putting stuff underneath that require batteries, and I put water in there for some reason, but put underneath my hammock in my storage pockets, but I think that's pushing too much down on the underquilt, not providing enough coverage. God, I love this moss all over the place here. This place looks awesome in the spring and summertime. Just whole hills covered in moss. Love that stuff. Let's see. Let's go over to the drinking tree, or refrigerator. It's not a, this lake does not move, it's very stagnant water, but what we did was, we tied a plastic bag to a rope to the tree. That was keeping our drinks nice and cold. They weren't refrigerated, so we had to let them cool off a little bit before we threw them in there to make them nice and cold. There's my hammock gear, incubator 20. Hooked up to my Gersten Clark. We modified it up to. Had an issue last night because it was hanging down a little lower. What I did is I tied it up to the ridge line here with a prusik. I think that should hold it up to where it goes a little higher, because it was down, way down by the zippers. The foot end also was real bad. As you can see, I got pockets down here. I keep some electronics and keep my clothes in there, keep them a little warm. But yeah, I had to tie this up to the ridge line. This really holds it up instead of just sagging down and get my feet warm, cold. And that looks pretty good. Love the thing. It's full coverage.
Hi, this is Toothless with Going and Get Outdoors. We're going to talk about the Gersten Clark that Camo and I put together. It has really become more of a living beast and an ongoing project than something that we just did and we're done with. We added a second layer on the inside, nice luxurious red. We have a gap here, so if you want to put some reflectix in there, you've got that option. It covers the entire inside. Underneath the hammock, I also reinforced in between where the pockets attach on the bottom, so I added a strip here, reinforcing that all the way across. We did see some thinning of the material where it was pulling right here, so we did that. Up here at the top, we also added vents. So we cut a zipper in up here and added a no-seam mesh panel. So from inside the hammock, if you know where the zippers are at, there they are, you can unzip this panel. Nice vent, airflow. If you're really nice in the colder temperatures, you can let all that heat out so you don't have condensation build up inside the hammock. And we have panel on each side. So you could, in fact, have full airflow. Then the head of the hammock is essentially open for ventilation. And those are the latest modifications.